going on, guys? We're back on the same lake I was at yesterday. Had a lot of success here with some bluegills and largemouths yesterday on a little Anisoptera, little 2-inch soft plastic on a 1/32 ounce jig head. But I got a lot of hits from a lot of smaller fish, so I sized it down a little bit today. We got a Trout Magnet, so it's 1 1/4 inch soft plastic with a 1/64 ounce jig head, so slightly smaller, nice natural kind of gold mealworm type color. So we're gonna fling this thing around this little lake, and the goal is some panfish. So hopefully some bluegills like yesterday, hopefully some bigger bluegills than a lot of those just kind of little ones that kind of bite at the end of the lure. So we'll give it a shot, and we'll see what happens. Alright, so here's a little better look at the lure we are going to be going with today. Super simple design. Just literally a little split tail grub. So let's fling this thing out there. Let's work it back in nice and slow. Let's see if there's a fish that wants to eat this thing. Fish on. Looks like a mayan. This guy's strong. There's a couple of them over here. These guys always pull really well. Let's work this guy in slowly. Nice and easy. There's a couple of them out there. This guy's pulling well. He's not even that big. But on this light rod, 4-pound test. Nice and easy. Still pull and drag. Come on in here. There we go. Little guy. Let's move him through this algae and flip him on up. First fish. Alright, first fish of the day. This nice mayan cichlid. Not big by any means, but always put up a great fight on the ultralight. Not my favorite species to catch, but they sure do fight really well. So not a bad way to start it. Let's get this guy back and let's keep going. Oh, fish on. Little guy. Bluegill? Yeah, little bluegill. Look at this guy. Alright, fish number 2 is this little bluegill. Probably smaller than any of the ones I caught yesterday, so maybe the little smaller jig head helped with the hookup ratio, because I'm not getting as many bites, but I'm definitely hooking up with a lot more. Oh, fish on. Little largemouth. Alrighty, fish number 3, little dink of a largemouth, but the hookup and catch ratio today is great. Three different species on a couple hits. So let's keep going. There we go, fish on. Little guy, little largemouth? I think, yeah, looks like it. Come on up here. Alrighty, fish number 4, little dink of a largemouth. Let's get this guy back, and let's keep going. So the action today is definitely slower than yesterday. Still getting a handful of bites, or a decent amount of bites, but not hooking up with as many as I would have thought now that I switched to a slightly smaller lure and smaller jig head. Still tons of small bluegill, just they're too small for even this little Trout Magnet. Little guy, little bluegill. All right, so I'm sure this is probably about the size of all the little hits I've been getting to that I can't hook up with, but I think this is the second one of this size. So action is decent. I'll try to get a couple more. Oop, got one. He took off straight for all of this algae. He's still on. Little bluegill. All right, little bluegill. Finally got one of these guys to get a hook in their mouth. So I think we got 3 of these about the same size. This guy took off straight for the algae and fought like a fish 3 times the size. That's an exaggeration, but beautiful fish, nice colors. Love the red on the tail and on the fins here. Juvenile copper noses have those that come out really, really well. But let's get this guy back. Oop, fish on. Largemouth, little guy. Let's get him out of the algae because I hate taking all this algae. It's not gonna work. I hate taking all this algae off of my line once I finally land this guy, but I think we just gotta bring him in with the algae at this point. I don't know why, but this lake always has tons of this, I think it's algae, all over the shoreline. What I love most about this Trout Magnet is the versatility. Catches literally fish of any size. I've caught little 3-inch bluegills on this thing, as well as some probably up to 3-pound peacocks and largemouths. You can fish it so many different ways. I usually just like to let it sink a little bit, then a slow retrieve, couple twitches of the rod tip, but I like to let it free fall a lot. It's such a light lure, and most of my hits come kind of on that free fall when I'm not even giving it any action, just letting it sink down to the bottom nice and slow. But we're running out of daylight and shoreline here. Let's try to get one more fish. Fish on. Oh, that's a nice one. Hit right here by shore. That's a spotted tilapia. Lost a big one of these yesterday. This guy's gonna pull well as soon as he wants to. Yep. Right now, I think you're just playing with me. This is a nice size spotted tilapia. This guy's gonna be a challenge to bring in too. There he goes. These guys also pull very well. I don't think as well as mines do for their size. But 4-pound test, ultralight rod. Gotta work this guy slowly. So as soon as I get him close to shore, he just takes off again. It's a nice fish. Biggest of the day, that is for sure. My day ended yesterday with one of these guys not snapping, actually no, did he snap my line? My knot gave out, that's what it was. So I lost my lure. Let's try to redeem ourselves here. Let's get him close to shore. We're a little elevated here, which is gonna make landing this guy tough. But I think we can do it. Let me grab my grippers. All right, check out this guy. Nice fish. All right, beautiful spotted tilapia. Biggest fish of the day, that is for sure. This one is a fatty. Beautiful markings on the tail. Put up really, really nice fight. This might be our last one of the day, and if it is, what a way to end it. All right, so that is going to do it. Really nice day out here. I was out here for about an hour, 15 minutes or so. Good variety of fish. I think we got 4 different species. No big bluegills, which was the goal today, but I mean, that spotted tilapia here at the end put up a nice fight. We had a mayan cichlid earlier put up a nice fight, so those are always fun to mess around with and play with. So Trout Magnet, really versatile lure. Nice day out here pan fishing. Hope you guys liked it, and I will see you next time.